All right, single team mock draft. You knew I had to make some Raiders content here. So the Raiders, picking seventh overall in an interesting spot. They have Jimmy Garoppolo. What do you want here if you're the Raiders? Oh, I screwed it up. Only did a 2-round mock draft, so got to start over. Doing 3 rounds here with the Raiders. So what I find interesting about them is, do you go after a quarterback and do you consider trading up for a quarterback? Like, let's just see, what do the Cardinals? What are they looking at? How much would it take to trade up? Just pick 38 to go up and get a quarterback, that might be worth it. Pick 70 isn't going to work. This is very interesting to me. Think that you have to think long and hard about this, and maybe you wait and see what happens with picks 1 and 2. So maybe let's try that because I can pause at a certain point. So Panthers get Bryce Young there, and then you have CJ Stroud. So the hope was that one of those two guys would have been, would not have been drafted. Anthony Richardson goes picks 1 or 2, and you're able to get Stroud or Young at pick 3. Did not work out that way. So now for the Cardinals, do you consider trading up and getting someone like Anthony Richardson? I think it's a real thing you should consider, but let's not. Let's just play it out right now. Let's see what happens. The Cardinals are going to, get Will Anderson, and now who are the Colts going to select here? They get Will Levis. Okay, well, now things are interesting. Is Richardson going to fall to number 7, and you never even had to trade? And he does. Okay, well, we held firm, and we still get a good quarterback. Now, you don't have to go quarterback, right? Let's just play it out, play through all of our options here in the Raiders organization. Devin Witherspoon could be a really good corner and could be a potential cornerstone, no pun intended, of the franchise if you decided to go to get him. Peter Skoronski, I think, could be a very good piece for them. I like Quentin Johnson a lot. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Kalijah Cansey. There's a lot of good players here, and I actually wouldn't hate the idea of trading back. Like, the Texans at 12, that's actually who I was thinking of. They go up and get Richardson. You trade back, still get some extra talent. What would you be able to get out of that is the question. You could get, not even pick 33. You'd have to give up something like this where you give up pick 100, get pick 33. To me, that's not worth it. I know they like Garoppolo, but how much do you love Garoppolo? Why not get a developmental guy who can sit behind Jimmy Garoppolo? Give me Anthony Richardson at pick number 7. That makes sense to me. I feel pretty good about this selection. If I'm a Raiders fan, this is what I want. And oh no, now the thing is not going quickly. Sometimes this happens where if it's slow, it stays slow. So I will skip ahead once it gets to the next pick. All right, here we are. Finally got to pick 38, and the Raiders in an interesting spot here. I think Mazi Smith has to be the guy for me, though. I mean, he's someone who I do have a fringe first-round grade on, and I only have 27 first-round grades, so he's someone who I have as my, I believe, 26th favorite prospect. So here at 38, I feel pretty good about that. And again, position of need as well, where it's like, I don't know, are we expecting Jerry Tillery to finally turn it around? Are John Jenkins and Bio Nichols going to be the guys who really take us to the next level? Probably not. Let's just get Mazi Smith here, getting a position of need. And now we will once again wait the very slow wait till our next pick. Okay, next up here, pick 70 again. Interesting way we could go about this. Let's keep in mind who we just selected with Mazi Smith and with the Anthony Richardson stuff. Do we want to go with need here? Well, maybe. I mean, I think they could use an offensive lineman. Is there an offensive lineman that's on the board? I really don't love this spot. I don't think this is the great spot to be picking. So do I trade down again? It's certainly an option. Do I try to find a trade down partner? What would the Rams be willing to give me? Rams, give me a couple of picks in the 70s. Maybe can I get one like 233? Okay, bunch of extra picks here for the Rams. Did not accept it, so I'll maybe get rid of one of those picks. And there we go. Got a bunch of picks that it will actually be after this spot, but interesting enough. Wait, why am I the Rams? Why did that happen? Okay, that was weird. Anyways, moving on, I have picks 77 and picks 100 and a bunch of picks in day 3 now, which I'm not selecting. That's gonna let this CPU do that. But anyways, for the Raiders, I feel like this is something that I can definitely, can probably still get a player that I want, and we're able to get some extra pieces. Like, I don't know, again, who do I really want here? Let's see if there's maybe is there a tackle available that I can select. Not really. I don't know if there's someone who I love in this spot here. Again, a lot of these guys don't have the numbers that you see from the PFF grades aren't very good, so I don't love this. So yeah, still not thrilled about this. I guess we'll just go best player available and go with Nathaniel Dell. Again, I don't know if I love that selection, but like, what else am I supposed to do there? There just isn't a great piece. At least we have a bunch of day, maybe I would trade down again, to be honest, but at least now we have a bunch of day 3 picks that we can hopefully make something happen with. And all right, finally, pick 100. Let's see who's on the board. Anthony Johnson Jr. definitely jumps out at me at maybe one of the better players available, who, again, isn't someone I love, but fills a need. This feels like the best pick for me. So I don't love what the Raiders do sort of towards the end of this draft, but I like enough of what we did early on. We got Anthony Richardson. Feel good about that. I think PFF isn't going to be a crazy fan of this one. That's my expectation, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe they'll like it. A plus. Whoa, I was way wrong. PFF loved this draft. I think what they liked a lot about this draft, I'm assuming, is the Anthony Richardson. That's the only one that got an A plus, only individual decision that got an A plus. Mazzy Smith, though, an A. And Nathaniel Dell, it's like it is best player available with pick 77. I'm not a crazy Nathaniel Dell fan, but he always falls in these mock drafts for whatever reason. And, I don't know, pick 77, that feels pretty good value to me. The trade down definitely would be a good one. Again, would that actually happen? Would you be able to get all of those, picks? I don't know. Would the Rams really want to trade up 7 spots? I don't know. These kind of trades do sometimes happen. Usually not for that many picks. Usually not getting an extra 3 picks for something like that. And then Anthony Johnson Jr., again, fills a need. Could be a solid player. It's pick 100. How much value are you really getting there? But you could get some. So for the Raiders, PFF says it's an A plus draft, and I'll be very thrilled with this if I'm a Raiders fan. If this happens, if Anthony Richardson isn't there at 7, I probably just go one of the corners at that spot. Christian Gonzalez or Devin Witherspoon, whichever one you like better. That's how I would view that. But yeah, that's my mock draft of the Raiders. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.